Do you know what a devil fruit is?
I have heard pray tell of such a mythical citrus type of fruit, yes. I'm trying to be super fancy, but, I'm like, I don't have any idea what it is. It's just like, oh, yes.
Well, they're an ancient, mythical fruit. I don't know much about it myself, but I know they apparently give you special abilities.
How special are these abilities?
I don't know. They're definitely extraordinary.
My grandpapa used to tell me stories of the devil fruit, although all I really remember is that they taste bad.
Yeah, that's
that
all I remember.
That doesn't really
too.
heighten my urge to go and find one, but this does look like a rather old, impressive treasure map you have here.
Well, do with it what you must. But the important thing is here, when I finished up this bad boy, or bad girl, it really depends on how you wanna gender your ship.
'Tis a mighty vessel, and I let the ship decide on that front.
Well, you look at the vessel. It's not particularly mighty. It's sort of modest in size. Think about like the shape of a galleon, but it's smaller. On the front of it is a bear's face. It kind of just looks a little bit perturbed.
What a beautiful ship.
Thank you. Is my pride and joy. You guys can name it whatever you like. But
I was going to say, a mighty-ish vessel such as this requires an equally mighty-ish name.
Just promise me you'll never remove that bear. That means a lot to me and my family.
Is the bear like your guardian spirit or some such?
Yeah, something like that. Tales are told that we descended from bears instead of apes.
Well, I have to say, your stout build certainly does give off the air of the mighty bear.
And my desire to eat honey.
All right. Men, do we have any honey?
All I have is tons of meat.
Yeah, all you have is like 6 sacks
inside of
meat.
my armor.
Well, if we
Do you
find
wish
any
for some meat?
If I have any vast droves of honey on our quest, I will send it back to you post haste, I suppose, I guess, as a thank you.
I stole some wine from the fisherman. Would you like a bottle?
Most certainly. It'll go well with my meat.
Perhaps we should name the ship Pooh.
Yes. I've heard tales of a mythical bear from folklore by the name of Pooh. I've also heard of a
something
bear
to give it motion. Going Pooh. Yes, that would be going great.
I've also heard of a term many refer to a mighty bear as Yogi.
So, Yogi Poo? Is that the name?
Yeah.
Perfect. It's the perfect name.
I mean, if you want to seriously call it that, I mean, whatever.
Right, so you now have your first proper pirate vessel, the Yogi Poo.
Yes.
Wait.
Do we actually want to, are we setting the X button on that? Can we?
I don't know if we want to call it Yogi Poo. I don't know about that.
Our
So
ship
I was thinking, all right,
puts fear into the hearts of our enemies.
or
So
at
you-
least
I don't think-
at least puts the irksome, impression into the hearts of our enemies.
You start dragging your meat and supplies onto the Yogi Poo. You take your first look at this treasure map.
Well, men, I would say that we avoid the giant tentacled beasts that lie south of here. But that our navigator would have to give his opinion here of this map. So, what do you think, Verona?
Taking a look at the map, it seems if we stay just to the edge of Miller Island, we might be able to avoid the Sea Kings completely.
I was thinking of that too, honestly, looking at that. It doesn't look like it's an inhabited island, but maybe we could just go to Miller Island if we have to. That could be our checkpoint or something.
Yes.
We could dock for supplies and then continue on our journey.
That
So-
sounds great. I'd honestly rather deal with Sea
avoid
Kings than the
marine
nasty
dog,
Navy.
you know what I mean? Yeah.
Disgusting.
The Navy is much worse than a Sea King.
Has anyone here ever have dealt with a Sea King before in their day? I've only heard stories. I knew a guy once that got swallowed, and, well, he was never the same afterwards because he was dead.
My father used to read me stories about sea kings. He mostly did it just to scare me, so that I would never leave.
I ate a Sea King once. I never saw one.
Did you?
But some
I'm
adventurer
on
brought it back to
land.
my village, and we all had it for supper.
Oh.
It was delicious.
That sounds.
Oh, okay. Well, he gets the Ragnar approval. I kind of am curious about eating one.
You ate a sea king?
Why not? They're in the sea. They're fish. They're definitely edible.
Oh wow! I didn't know that. I'd never even considered that.
Well, if the opportunity ever presents itself, I'll dig in. I'll give it a shot.
I mean, we have enough meat, but more meat sounds very nice.
You can never have too much meat, Doros.
That's right.
Well, I suppose if our supplies are, on the ship, I see no reason to stay in the island where people are being hanged pretty much every night at sundown, so...
Oh, you guys haven't seen the hanging yet? It's great.
Oh. All right, man, who wants to see a hanging? It does sound like a bit of a party.
I don't think
No
I
takers.
want to hang around long. That.
Doros, you are the comedic element to this crew.
Thank you.
I love it.
I don't really get it, but whatever you guys want to do.
I'll follow my captain wherever he wants to go.
Right, so, you guys missed it. News came in that some little fella had been talking about spoons and they're hanging him tonight.
Ah, shit. Wait, why would... Are they hanging him because of spoons, or there's just
Well, spoons
like
are forbidden on this island, so talk of spoons and the fact that he almost owned one and was playing actively to apparently get a spoon. I can't remember exactly his story. He let it slip to a friend of his who ratted him out. But no worries, for we get to
shit.
see another execution.
When is this execution supposed to happen? Just out of curiosity.
This one's tomorrow morning.
Killing people because spoons. What sort of mad, crazy island is this?
I mean, I'm a pirate and all, but even myself, I find that pretty messed up. I mean, that just makes no sense.
William, was this the man you showed your spoon to?
It might very well be. I don't want to just say, I don't want to put blame on myself here,
Wait,
of course.
What did he just say?
Don't worry about him. He had a weird hallucination. We were getting into a fight earlier and,
Hallucinations? Are you okay? Listen, best be getting out of here. This isn't the sort of place that you want to be with your hallucinating things. I mean, I feel so sorry for you guys. Here, have some orange juice.
For a
Pulp
massive
or no
pile
pulp?
of meat.
Pope, of course.
All right, well,
He brings out a huge bottle, like a barrel of orange juice.
Doros, put this in our stores, please, I suppose. Here you go.
It will help with your
Yes,
hallucinations.
Well, all right. I don't want the poor kid to die, but at the same time, I mean, we got treasure. I mean, come on now, we're pirates. I mean, I take
Captain,
the...
we cannot allow the innocent to die because of our own misdeeds.
It's
We must...
little Timmy.
All right.
Well, William, I'll let you make the decision.
All right.
I, for one, believe that any man should be able to fight his way out of any execution.
Well, he wasn't really much of a man. I think I remember him being like, 13-something years old. He wasn't very...
Captain?
In that case, I'll follow you anywhere.
Here's an idea. I'd rather... I'm huddling on the ship. I'm going to make sure to stay out of earshot of the shipwright. I'm not exactly sure how this man would feel if we stuck around here for a day, because they seem to be rather agitated over the idea of spoons. So perhaps we sail the Yogi Poo maybe to another location on Gallows Island and dock there, and then we can perhaps stop this execution before it happens. That is my idea. What do you guys think?
I don't really understand, but let's do it.
Right.
Yeah, I don't quite understand your logic in sailing the ship here, but I mean...
I'm just trying to get
Captain?
away from this guy to make him think that we left. I don't think me and Duros could... I mean, Duros especially. Like, it's an execution of an innocent child over a damn spoon. I mean, damn.
But what do you think the consequences of that would be? If I'm not a fan of getting executed myself.
Oh, we wouldn't get executed. I say that with zero confidence in my voice.
And on top of that, how many innocents do you think might get killed in the crossfire if we do start some sort of...
Probably quite a few, actually.
Is the life of little Timmy worth more than the possible chaos in the lives of many other innocent people?
Any innocent man that would love to watch an execution, I think they're asking for it. While little Timmy, on the other hand, can't even grow up to become a man if we leave him here.
That's a good point.
That is the most noble have said, Frank.
That has been flawless logic. We all stare at Ragnar because we're just like, wow. Wow, okay.
But as a counterpoint to that, Ragnar, isn't little Timmy also one of these people that enjoyed watching executions? Like,
You lost me at counterpoint.
Sorry, Ragnar. I mean,
I love that.
like he's as morally in the same position as these other fellas. I mean,
Back in my village, the kids just do as the men. So can we really blame them?
that's a good point.
Wow.
Well, it's up to you, Captain. You saving little Timmy? I mean, you save little Timmy, and then what? He can't live on this island anymore.
That's right. I'd rather not. All right. Look, I would rather little Timmy survive. Little Timmy reminded me a lot of myself at a young age, but this treasure, it's speaking to me. So I have to make a captain's decision, and I say we continue on the adventure. Little Timmy, he might survive. Who knows? He might manage to squirm his way out of it.
I don't know. I mean,
I'll trust
That is
your
awfully
judgment,
optimistic, Captain, but I will respect your decision.
I'm sorry to be.
Sorrow in my heart.
I'm just trying to be realistic here, and I'm sorry to be so pessimistic with my outlook, and I've just seen.
Nah, it's okay. It's as pirates, we make difficult decisions every day. But if treasure is involved, I feel like that should be our main focus. I mean, if we're going to get upset every time a kid gets killed over a spoon, it's going to be a long journey. I think we should probably just continue. I get started early, and we should be able to get there in a few days.
Well, let's set sail. Which direction are we taking?
Verona, come over here and take a gander at this map here. I'd say our heading would be due east by northeast, I suppose. I guess.
Indeed.
Or east
Get
by
the ship prepared to port.
north south. I don't know.
We'll just have to make sure we hang in between Miller Island and that little dinky one to the south of it. Otherwise, we're probably going to be in some bad waters.
Yeah. I'm assuming though, with the distance, that we probably won't be able to see one island from the other.
Yeah,
So,
Yeah, correct.
But we could try to keep our bearings there and keep an eye out for maybe the main island, Miller, and then we can make our way to that little island in the middle.
Indeed.
All right.
We'll just have to keep the ship going straight.
All right, then. Everyone, if you wish to say a prayer for little Timmy,
I'm going to name my gun after him out of respect.
he might manage to make it at some point. I don't know.
Also, he might enjoy it. It seems like a lot of people on this island like being hung.
Yeah.
Pretty
What
good.
an amusing island.
Oh, if he's enjoying it, perhaps it's not as bad as I thought.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe the people on this island are brought up so that when it's their time, they simply jump headlong into the gallows. For all we know.
I guess we must respect their culture too. Yes.
Yes.
Maybe it was
What's the okay? All right then.
Yeah, we don't
Well,
want to, we don't want to like be insensitive to the gallows people. if they like hanging people, that's just what they do.
I mean, we could not change that if we desired to anyway. So
Yeah.
we're outsiders here, honestly. And anything we have to say to make ourselves feel better, anything you have to say, meant to make yourself feel better about the untimely death of little Timmy tonight, justify it to your last breath.
We've all seen a lot of innocent people die, I imagine.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yes, I took one. Well, he wasn't exactly innocent, but I ripped this violin out of a dead man's arms not a few hours ago. So
yeah, they weren't innocent. They did perform kidnapping, which is a crime.
yes, they weren't very innocent. But all right, all right then. Ragnar, raise the anchor. Doros, Verona on the sails. Sailor talk. Sailor. Let's
let's set sail. Yogi Poo.
the Yogi Poo. And Pearl, you're not. This is my vessel. I hope you understand. The Yogi Poo will be in the name. When they think the Yogi Poo, they will think Captain William Enanam. You are going to have a position here as well. While at least you're traveling with us.
Yeah, I was gonna ask about that. Fellas have definitely proven that you're able to fend for yourselves, I guess, at least a little bit. But I still feel like you might need my help, maybe a little bit of protection, or else I don't want to. I would feel incredibly guilty.
You have a very hard time getting to the point. Do you not know that?
No, I mean, I just would feel incredibly guilty if you guys got killed and. All
right, we're gonna go down a checklist really quick here. Are you good with medical tools?
No.
Are you good with singing?
Not particularly.
Well, what can you do, lass?
She can. Another come. That's enough for me.
I only understood some of what you said, Duros, but I know it's enough for me.
Yeah, she picks up a piece of raw meat and she turns away from you guys, and you hear And then she turns back and the meat is cooked.
All right, tell you what. If you're not good for any, well, that's something. Okay, would you like to be our chef then?
I'm not very good at cooking, but I can heat
All
things
right,
up.
fine. Tell you what. You can help fish. You hold a stick and you wait for things to bite it. Are you good with?
I will try.
Okay, good. Now let's get started, man.
I'm gonna be honest.
boys.
Anytime Pearl opens her mouth, I stop listening.
She certainly has a roundabout way of getting point.
The Yogi Poo sets sail in a
right.
westerly direction. You start sailing through the ocean blue.
All right, I'll be at the wheel.
You just chucked the wheel off the ship, apparently.
No, I'm throwing it. I'm like in pirate movies, you know.
Captain, we need to keep the ship straight.
You
worry,
immediately turn the ship back around and slam into the island.
Ragnar is a crackerjack shipwright. He'll be able to fix anything.
I can handle it.
Okay,
Yeah, you're fine.
so you guys, the ship sets sail. The
Yes.
wind blowing through your hairs. Day one. You guys are traveling, having fun, drinking, being merry. Verona, you
Okay.
look out with your telescope. You don't see anything immediately around you. It seems like the waters are calm for the moment.
Keep an eye out for the sea kings.
You guys have been entirely on a diet of just meat and orange juice.
And orange juice.
Because that's all
Don't
you
forget
have
about
to
the
eat.
wine.
Well, never.
Men, you must drink up. You avoid the scurvy. You can even spike it if you want. We have ale. Yeah.
Yeah.
You caught any fish, Pearl?
I tried, but I just keep catching boots. Next to her is a pile of 7 shoes, 7 boots.
That is the question I've always had
Wonderful.
about these waters. Why is there always boots in the waters?
I think these seem like marine boots, probably from that shipwreck, like a few days ago.
Aye, this one still has a foot in it.
Oh, we could eat that.
Well, it's rather desiccated and mostly it's like skeleton at this point, but you know.
Hey, it looks kind of tasty to me.
All right,
I mean,
so I'm just gonna slowly back away from Pearl at that point.
No, I mean, human. I would never eat human. Disgusting. Anyway,
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go back to fishing.
Well, you I'm imagining we're all fishing in shifts here, but yeah, you get back to that, yeah.
Yeah. If you need me, I'm here. Fishing.
Uh-huh. All right, I'll let you know about that. All right.
She gets back to fishing.
I'm gonna keep my other eye on her, Captain.
It looks like she's
Alright.
struggling to fish because she's still wearing these big gloves and everything, and she still has all of her regalia on,
Right.
hood and everything.
And I shall help fish as well because, well, I'm bored.
The map is up there.
Verona, yeah, Verona's scouting, I'm guessing, in the crow's nest. I'm chucking the wheels over the...
I'll keep the map on.
I'm just spinning the wheel in random directions. The boats just go...
I should.
Ragnar's taking a nap.
He only wakes up, it's like when something needs fixed, or...
You guys continue along your trip. You sleep. You're sort of approaching the cusp of Miller Island. You can see the land ahead of you. You do notice in the very distance, you're zooming in with that telescope, that there are Navy ships in the harbor of that island.
Hold tight, men! Duros, drop anchor at once!
Dropping the anchor.
So that's the shore, and that might look a little bit difficult sailing into. By the way, I'm guessing we've been sailing on it for like 3 days. Do we have a Jolly Roger?
You haven't designed one yet.
Yeah, okay, we haven't designed one. So there's not an indication immediately that it's a pirate ship.
Yeah.
But I would
100%.
still say that the Marines would probably ask us some questions, so...
I mean, you know for a fact that they're charging tolls.
Oh,
so
right, yeah.
They're going to try and extort you for money, definitely, 100%, which you don't have.
We don't... I have
we do have some
a
money.
really nice-ass violin.
How much
I
money
mean-
do you have, Verona?
We have 5,000 each. I'm pretty
Still
sure.
have that fishing.
Oh, I
Ragnar
figured-
gave me his
Oh,
because
yeah.
he doesn't trust himself with it.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh, that's right. I have no money. It's all I gave it to Verona to hold on to me.
So altogether, we have 10,000,
Yeah.
which is not very much.
No.
That's like the equivalent of like There's no bounties that are 10,000 berries. Let's put it. I think that's the price of like a really expensive shirt if you go to like a designer clothing store. But okay, I would say we would probably try to avoid the shore if we could do that. What about that other island that's in between Miller and the sea? It's close enough to Miller where I think like we can keep sailing and at least drop anchor there and be on dry, and then we can maybe figure out our next option from that point onward. So I would say to keep going in that direction.
So,
all right, so just make sure to stay as north as possible. Like keep the shore of Miller Island in sight, so we at least don't get too far away. All right, raise anchor, Doros.
Rise the anchor.
Turn ship to port.
Verona, you notice one of the Navy ships that are in port is now starting to move in a westerly direction. Not particularly towards you, but just in a westerly direction. So in a similar path to you guys. You can deduce that it's not that they've seen you, but they are just moving westward.
All right.
All right, well, you'll have to keep an eye on that, Captain. If it starts coming towards us, we might have to get ready for battle.
Keep an eye on it. Keep a safe distance away. But I would just keep on heading toward that center. Are there any, probably something we should have checked immediately. Duros, are there any cannons aboard this fine sailing vessel, the Yogi Poo? Because Verona's busy looking out and Ragnar's conked out.
There is one cannon on either side, but you don't actually have any cannonballs.
Well, that's about as useless as a freaking...
You can fire if need be.
We can fire meat and orange juice pulp at their ships if need be.
Yes.
I could fire this violin at them if I really...
Yeah, we do have a lot of boots, if you would like to use one of those.
I mean, you gotta do what you gotta do, right? We have some ad hoc ammo here.
Next to Paul, there is a stack of like 25 boots now.
Perfect. A boot cannon.
I'm sure some of the boots are wearable. We can maybe check that out. Maybe sell them at the next island, the boot, but we'll figure that out later.
All right. You guys get closer to this island. And yeah, the Navy vessel seems to be continuing west, but is now out of your sight. And you are close enough to this island to be able to dock onto it.
Duros, anchor, we shall dock here on dry land. Well, first off, before we even get there, Verona, give me a spec. Looks like it's an inhabited island or any town?
You look at the island. It definitely seems uninhabited. You do notice that there is one little house near the harbor. Just kind of like a shack.
Captain, there appears to be nobody around, but there is some sort of previous establishment here. Perhaps a temporary...
We'll dock the ship, not like on the other side of the island, but we'll dock the ship a couple 100 yards away from the house and drop anchor there and get on shore and see what's going on here.
Okay, you get onto the island. It seems relatively abandoned.
Well, we've been... on the sea for a while there. Maybe we should check to see like basic stuff like vegetation, if there's any fruits or anything. You
look around and there's lots of berries and stuff about, and there's like washed up fish as well.
Hey Pearl, look, it's your one chance to catch an actual fish.
Oh boy. she jumps down off the ship and then she runs over to the fish, and as she goes in to grab the fish suddenly flops and flies back into the ocean. Her hand is just in the sand. You didn't see anything.
It was a worthy effort. Perhaps next time.
So, man, let's make this our base of operations for right now and just assess the situation before we continue onward. The Miller Island does seem like a good place to stock up. Verona, how long would you say? Well, how long would we hazard that we have until we reach the Treasure Island? Because it looks like it's about the same distance. And how much supplies do we have on our ship?
Not a lot.
You're like halfway through your meat. The amount of meat you have left, because it was a lot of meat, it would last you until that island. But then you wouldn't be able, you would have nothing else after that.
Yes, it does. It also does seem to indicate it's a winter or a snowy island. I would assume there's not a lot of food there.
Mm-hmm. You did get some good provisions. You've got a couple. Now you have like a couple bags of berries and such.
Plus 25 boots. So I mean,
and you guys managed to pick up.
That's a good source of protein and fiber right there.
You guys managed to pick up some fish as well.
Should we perhaps check out the shack?
I was getting to that. Yeah, we should probably at least check out to see what's going on there. Perhaps there's some more provisions there.
Okay.
All right, so let's I guess Verona would be the sneakiest. Let's see if we get sneaky up to the. I guess I would be pretty sneaky as well. Let's me and Verona sneak up to the
Oh, you're
surrounding
not
area.
sending me this time.
Well, no, that was Duros. That was, of course, my plan. Whenever it is required to be used as a distraction, you will be first on my mind.
Of course.
You guys sneak towards the shack, stealthily through the sands. Ragnar lose sight of both of them.
Duros, I guess we man the ship.
Right, my friend.
You guys get closer to the shack. There's no way, like, the shack doesn't seem to have like any windows. It's sort of barred off. It's a wooden looking shack. You can't see inside to it from where you are outside. You put your ear up
okay, cool,
and you can
thanks.
hear heavy breathing.
I'd say it's either a crying seal or a happy otter.
Well, either way,
All
there's
right.
something in there.
It doesn't sound like threatening to me, so I can't think of any reason why we wouldn't just like at least knock on the door while we're here. Let's go knock on the door then.
You knock on the door and you hear a voice from inside. Who's there? Is that you, Arthur Jefferson?
I just looked down at I just looked down at Verona and was. Do you want to?
Salesman?
What?
Yeah, yes, sir. We are some traveling salesmen here. We wish to sell you our fine wares of orange juice and various meats.
The door opens. You see inside the shack now. It's a dainty little place. There's like a bed and a kind of a rough kitchen area. It's just sort of a one-room shack. He's got lots of fish sort of hanging up on the walls. And it's an old man with a kind of fisherman's cap. He seems kind of weak and weary. He's sort of standing there and he looks up at you guys and he squints at you. Arthur, is that you? My son, welcome home. Hi, you're just in time. He grabs your hand, William, and leads you into the shack.
Father, it's been too long. How have you been?
So-and-so. The fish have been biting. Sit down. He goes over.
This is my friend, Verona. He has traveled with me. It's because of him that I managed to get back here to you.
He starts.
Nice to meet you, sir.
You have interesting friends, Arthur. He grabs a fish from off the wall and puts it in a bowl and starts fucking pounding this shit out of it.
Your famous ground fish, Father. It's been years since I've had it.
And then he just brings the bowl over and puts it in front of you, and it's just sort of mushed up fish. It's your favorite. I hope you enjoy.
I do. What
It
are we
smells
getting on
terrible.
Oh, my son always loves my cooking.
So, absolutely, Daddy. Here, you want some?
No thanks, I ate on the way.
Of course, yes. Anyway, Father, I hate to get right to the point after so many years that we've been apart. How many years has it been now?
30
10?
years.
30 years, yes, of course. I'm sorry.
What made
time
you
has
come back and visit your old man?
Yes. How's Mom?
Dead as always.
Oh.
But that's
Well,
okay. I have fish now. It's all I need. And you, now you're here, I can finally be at peace. Never leave me again.
Don't worry, Father. I'll stay with you until your dying breath. Anyway, I was curious about the naval blockade around the island. I'm wondering if you know anything about that.
Naval blockade? Aren't you in the Navy?
Yes, but I'm taking a sabbatical. I'm taking a couple of years off, you understand. I'm not really with the times.
Oh, well, I don't know. I mean, you sent me letters. Quite recently, actually.
Yes, I forgot about those.
Well, we all forget things. I forget things all the time. Right, so
I know, Father.
My son Arthur.
Give me some of the letters so I can refresh my memory on what I said.
I'll read them to you.
Of course, yes.
Let me go.
Well, actually, he brings out a folder. It's full of like letters and stuff.
While he's sifting for the letters, I'm gonna try to take the bowl to make it look like I've eaten it all and just kind of like quick dump it behind my back.
Just eat it behind you.
Right. So, Oh, this one's important. This one made me sad, Arthur. This is where you told me that when you got your promotion, you decided to legally change your name to Marrow. And stupid name, I thought. I'll always know you as Arthur.
I thought you said Jefferson when I first walked in here.
No, it was Arthur. Jefferson's your brother.
Oh, yes, of course.
Which I thought you brought with you, but no, you brought this...
Nah, me and Jefferson haven't spoken in many years.
Oh, yeah, no, that's in the letters too. Well, okay, right. So, right.
He's going through these papers, and he's like squinting really hard at them, and you can tell that he can't quite read them properly anymore.
Here's one. You said something about, this one's really sad. It was about killing one of your friends. You know, it made me cry a lot. Fellow Navy officer that you murdered. How was that, by the way?
Well, you don't know the whole story, Father. It involved copious amounts of boots. You just wouldn't understand.
You said you lit his house on fire. Kind of fucked up shit, son. I would have never done that.
Well, the bastard deserved it, Dad. You always taught me that if someone looked at me wrong, I should burn his house down. You told me that, Father.
Right.
I'm over here getting visibly uncomfortable, gripping the chair.
I glance over at you, and I'm just like, anyway, Father.
Oh, here we go. Navy. Okay. So it looks like you put your Lieutenant Hubris, in charge of taking tolls, and between these islands, and you told me not to leave this island because I don't have any money, and they would take money from me.
Yes, they absolutely would, Father, and you should stay in this shack until your dying breath.
Right.
It's the only way you can be safe.
But I'll be safe if you're around, my son. Oh. Oh, it also said you found a devil fruit.
It did, yes.
This is from 10 years ago. Yes.
I'm okay. All senile old man aside, my ears do perk up at that. I'm like, okay, that's okay. Let me listen to this.
Yes. You found it on one of your raids on a was it a? Yeah, you raided a pirate ship, arrested a bunch of criminals, and got a devil fruit. And
yes.
And if it wasn't for these letters, I probably would have killed myself long ago. But I'm so happy that...
Well, Dad, don't... I'm here now. Don't worry. I'll write you letters even though I'm still living here, of course. That's just the kind of guy I am.
You should write me a letter right now. But use your real name. Don't sign it off as Captain Marrow like you're doing it now.
No. The Captain Marrow, that's just my business name, Father. So I'm just going to grab some random paper that he's sitting around, and I'm just going to, like... I'm just going to write, like, nonsense. You know, but I'm gonna basically like, hi, Dad, I'm good. I hope you are okay. So it's like I just fold it and give it to. Here you go, Dad. But I'm gonna go with my friend now, and we're gonna go collect some firewood for tonight. We can have a fire, Father, and have some fish.
No. Don't leave, please. Don't leave again. I need you here.
Okay, this is gonna be really fucked up what I'm about to suggest. I like direct his attention like toward my letter. Okay, I'm gonna do that, and then I'm gonna look at Verona, and I'm just gonna pantomime like his gun, like.
Are you making a shooting motion or a smacking in the head motion?
No.
We could just run.
He's like clinging to me right now. Like,
all right, I give him the thumbs up, as in like distract him for a second.
You can do non-lethal damage. Like, you don't have to kill him.
Duros, I'm bored. Should we go look for the guys?
Yes, and they're taking long enough. Something seems to be going amok.
Right.
You smash him in the head with the butt of your gun. He goes, oh! He falls down to the ground with a groan. And there is sort of blood coming out of his temple, but he's still breathing. He's not dead yet.
I hate this part of the job.
Sorry, some guy.
All right, Verona, go get the others. We have some stuff to do.
All right.
So I was just gonna say, can we just regroup here at the shack? Yeah.
Okay, you get the people to come over. Duros and Ragnar and Pearl come over to the shack,
and Pearl as well. All right, we're all regrouped. All right.
Hey, what the fuck?
All right. Give a bit of a recap here.
Being old man on the floor
What happened to
There
this old
is-
man?
There is an old man on the floor. Let me explain before you be Judgy McJudge Pants here. Basically, bottom line, he's the only person living on this island. His son, who he confused me for, kind of a senile old guy, to be honest with you, is a Marine captain. Not only that, but a Marine captain with the power of a devil fruit. Probably not the same devil fruit we're looking for, but I don't know. There's also a lieutenant in charge of the Navy blockade by the name of Lieutenant Hubris. And they don't come to this island, though, so this is going to be a safe place for us, at least. But yeah, if we try to, leave, we'll probably get stopped, or at least, spotted by a marine vessel. That's essentially. And the old man was rather clingy, so I asked Verona to hit him in the head with his butt of the gun.
He's gonna die.
I mean, maybe.
He's an old man. He looks like he's 90, maybe 100. Dude's old as shit.
He didn't even dress his wounds, Captain.
This is the oldest man I've ever seen in my life. This guy's got wrinkles on his wrinkles, and he's bleeding out on the ground.
That's a lot of blood.
He's really
Put him out of his
bleeding.
misery.
All right. I knew it would come to this when I set out to sea.
Do you want me to take care of it?
No, it was my idea. I feel like I need to be the one to do it. I take out my flintlock and just...
Wait, that doesn't seem like a medical device.
Well, Duros, the thing is, you might want to turn around for this.
Well, okay. I do get skittish a little bit, I guess, when surgery's being
don't
performed.
worry, everything will be okay.
All right.
All right. I cradle his head in my arms, and I'm like, click.
Doris, you're still in the doorway, but you notice just passively a small boat has rocked up on the shore, like a small rowing boat. And there's a man, and he's now walking towards the shack.
There seems to be a person coming towards the shack right now. There's a rowboat.
Oh, crap. All right, how many people? Can
Just
we
one.
look at, the cracks at the...
Just
I'm sure
one.
just one. All right.
A singular man.
Why now? Okay, what is he dressed like? Is he dressed like a Marine?
So he's dressed like a Marine, but he has a different sort of hat on, like a mailman's cap, and he has a messenger bag over his shoulder.
Shit. All right, everybody, I motioned everybody to get into the shack and hide, shut the door and just hide directly by the door.
Okay, everyone...
taking yeah.
You're in the shack now, and then all of a sudden, a few minutes later, you hear a knock.
So I'm going to pretend to be the old man.
Oh my god.
You hear a voice from the other side of the door. Cranston, I've got your mail here for you. It looks like your son has written to you again.
Yes, thank you, lad. You could just come in and set it down next to me. I'm not really... I can't really get up my hip, The door.
You could have just left it in the door, dude.
Wait, why the fuck did William
kills
say
everyone.
just open the door? Why didn't he just say leave it by the door?
This is a shitty
The most
mailman.
intelligent captain.
He opens the door.
Okay, I'm gonna make a motion that we jump him.
Captain.
He's a witness. What's better? He sees a dead body and he
even had to
grabs
go
a
and leave the
Marine.
note
Opens.
Grabs the guy by his collar. William, I'm not
Too
sure
late.
what you were saying, but someone's here.
Yes.
Oh my god! Oh no, there's a dead man! Oh, pirates!
All right, look,
he
look,
pulls
look,
out a
calm
responder
down.
snail. Help!
No.
You push him against the wall. Has he scrambled for his responder snail that's in his pocket? He drops it to the ground.
All right, I'm gonna pick it up and make sure it's not active or anything, and then I put it in my pocket. Ragnar's holding him up. I look at the dude and I'm like, all right, this is not what I figured to be doing today. This is certainly not what you figured to be doing today. But we're gonna have to we're gonna tie you up now because I'm kind of panicking at the moment.
Don't kill me, please! You brutes, you pirates! You killed Captain Marrow's father! He'll find out about this eventually!
Yeah,
Wait, you killed the man? I thought you were treating his wounds.
well, I did. He's
I'm not the
totally
only-
not I've cured all of his pain. I've cured his old age, and I've cured his life, which is the #1 killer for all of us eventually.
Captain Marrow will find you guys! He will track you down, and he will kill you!
I grab a fish and I shove it in his mouth. All right, we tied the guy up with the rope.
He's tied up and gagged with fish.
All right. My plan here is basically, okay, we're gonna ransack the shack. We're gonna take all of the letters. We're gonna take anything including the letter that the mailman was about to. By the way, I
Captain,
take the fish.
And
Yeah,
a
go ahead.
dead old man. Is that what we're doing?
So,
Look,
Well,
man, I'm kind of done with this whole situation today. I'm just gonna take this shit and we're gonna leave. Okay.
William notices you taking the letter.
Mental note later, like, oh.
Duros also notices.
All right, so we collect the letters, leave the mailman tied up and gagged. By the way, I take the fish out of his mouth very briefly. Like, by the way, I didn't catch your name, lad.
What?
Okay, then I shove the fish back in his mouth. Okay, well, looks like you might have enough fish. You could finish eating that fish in your mouth. There's some other fish, and, maybe you could make it to shore. We will be destroying your boat, though, so you could take up this man's mantle as the fisherman of this humble little island. Tally-ho! And,
have we taken his transponders now?
I put it in my pocket.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I put it in my pocket. So I'm gonna walk out, and, let's just, that was an intense,
Captain, I
Leave the-
can't say I approve of methods lately here.
Duros, you need to start learning what it means to be a pirate. I might have a panic attack tonight.
Jesus Christ. Oh, pirate god.
Winnie the Pooh.
Winnie the Pooh, Paddington
Alright.
Bear.
Okay, well, anyway, I just kind of, slapped myself a bit there to get back to... All right, so that got a little bit more out of hand than I expected, but we did get some critical information, so... I'm gonna let's go check out boat over here, the male lad's boat. So I'm gonna go over there and see what's going on. Ragnar, smash the boat. Make sure it's really broken up. I don't want him floating away.
Ragnar smash!
Ragnar, you take an axe to that boat and you cut it to pieces. You smash it up.
Okay, here's the plan, men. We're going to pretend to be the mailmen to get on to the well, wait, we weren't really it still wasn't up for debate whether we were going to head directly toward the treasure island or if we were going to go to Miller Island.
Well, we would have to pay a toll if we go to Miller Island.
That is
Frankly,
true. I was
yeah.
gonna. Well, I did have this whole convoluted plan of us pretending to be the mailmen, but
We did smash the boat that he sailed on, so that wouldn't really fly.
no,
now.
we could spin something. I'm good with words, but
Well, your convoluted plans have so far led to 3 different people dying.
yeah, that means they're good plans. And are we still alive, Pearl? Yes.
yeah.
Okay then.
All right.
Can't really argue with that, Chahad.
All right, man. We've stocked up on as much as we got. I didn't expect the whole killing an old man today, but I'm just gonna call that a mercy kill.
Chahad.
All
Pearl,
right.
are you making fun of the way I laugh?
Oh, no, I didn't say anything.
Oh, that was the...
All right. Well, let's head back to the ship and head onward to the Treasure Island men. This is a lot more depth than I figured we were going to get to Devil Fruit, but hey, gotta take life as it goes.
Okay, so you get back in your ship and you set sail. You're sailing towards the island. You don't run into any Navy vessels. You guys spend 2 or 3 days sort of recovering from that traumatic event that you all just had. You guys approach this island. And as you approach this island, you notice that it's thick with snow. Deep fucking snow, right? But it's not cold.
Huh.
So the snow kind of looks like it's melting, but then there's heavy snowfall. So as the snow is melting, it gets replaced with more snow.
That's cool. So we're getting close to the island. We just see a giant cloud constantly snowing over
it's
the
just
island.
constantly
Yeah, that's
snowing. The island is actually quite small, smaller than the map suggests. It's quite a tiny island, and it is just covered in such a thick layer of snow that you kind of have to climb up the snow to get onto the island itself.
I'm gonna touch the snow. Is the snow itself even cold?
No, the snow that's just landed is cold, but then it quickly becomes the same temperature as everything else and starts to melt. But as you are standing there, snow is continuously falling. It's snowing very heavily. As you look around the island, you do notice that there is sort of a mysteriously shaped mountain in the distance.
Verona, can you get a better look at that mountain?
You look at that mountain that's sort of off into the distance. It vaguely looks like knees.
Okay. Okay.
But as you are looking through your telescope at this peculiar-looking mountain, you hear a sort of mellow growling noise. Verona, you quickly snap around with your telescope, and you have a really close-in, zoomed-in shot of this huge polar bear.
Oh, man. There's a gigantic bear over there, Captain.
Oh, God.
The bear starts running towards you guys, growling and screaming.
Ragnar, Duros to the front, Verona back. You and me will fire at it.
I take out my mighty mace and try to tame the bear with a mace to the face.
You go in to slap the polar bear around the face. You hit him, and the polar bear spits out a tooth and blood, but it still seems to be going strong.
Good work, Duros. This polar bear seems to be tough, though. I'm gonna try at it. And I swing my axe.
The polar bear dodges out of the way, glaring into Ragnar's soul.
I take aim with little Timmy.
You shoot Ragnar. He shot him in the shoulder. He's now bleeding from his back.
Oh, motherfucker!
Oh, God, Ragnar, I'm so
Ragnar,
sorry.
well, Ragnar has no idea where that bullet came from.
Polar bears can fire bullets now. I'm going to fire at it with my flintlock.
You clip off a big chunk of his cheek as this polar bear flesh flies out and paints the snow behind him with blood. Right next to the polar bear is Duros and Ragnar. The polar bear can smell the scent of blood on Ragnar. The polar bear lifts up his paw. As he swings down towards Ragnar, Duros blocks the attack with his shield.
Ha ha! You're not getting hurt
Duros.
again, my friend.
The bear turns around to Duros and then goes in to bite him.
Uh-oh.
Bites a huge chunk out of your flesh.
Ouchies. Oh, God. Oh! I need my armor and my flesh. Damn, he jumps hard.
Pell runs up and jumps onto Duros' shoulders, and she breathes out fire from her mouth as it's sort of incinerating the polar bear's body as she breathes out flames. And then smoke comes out of her mouth slowly, and she sort of blows the smoke away. And then she flips off of Duros' shoulders and lands next to him.
Well, that was a fantastic display there.
The polar
That
bear
was,
looks pretty wounded, but then all of a sudden, you hear an explosion from behind the polar bear, and the polar bear roars out, "Roar!" and falls down to the ground, dead. And behind the polar bear is a mysterious-looking man. And he
Man, I
goes,
see this. We've met the island's pimp.
"Howdy, yo." So,
Definitely the island's pimp.
you're welcome, by the way. What are you lot doing on this island?
Okay, well, we were just sailing by, and we decided to take a quick rest when this polar bear attacked us. Thank you, though, for the save. I mean, I think we had it pretty much covered, but...
You say that, but many men have come and died. Well,
by that particular polar bear?
No. I'm just making bullshit up. I just arrived myself, actually.
Okay.
Name's Adam.
Humor.
Name's Adam. Nice to meet y'all.
Adam, nice to meet you, too, man. I go up and shake his hand.
That's ATOM, Adam.
Atom. Oh, okay.
You may have heard of me.
Well,
Treasure hunter
I am-
extraordinaire, bounty hunter extraordinaire. You know, here for the money.
We
We can get
do
on
you want me to
mighty fine if y'all depending on your purpose of visit. We can get on mighty fine.
I'm just gonna lie and just say, oh yeah, Adam, yeah, I was in a tavern a couple of nights back. I heard great tale of your exploits out here. There was somebody dressed rather like you are. They say you're the best at what you do.
He puts a cigarette up to his mouth and lights it, and then he blows out smoke from his mouth. Yeah, word on the streets, you need a job done, hire Adam.
Yeah, I know what that's like. I've had to do some killings in my day too. I holster my flintlock.
Today.
He looks at you fellows and he goes, "You lot pirates? Don't worry.
Yes.
If you ain't got a bounty yet, I am not interested in taking you down.
So,
I ain't seen your wanted posters anywhere. You guys have bounties?
we're rather new to the scene, but make no mistake, we have our we're specialists in our own right.
I see. Well,
Ragnar, start chopping up that polar bear. Would you like any meat?
I'm fine.
I
I got plenty
Alright.
of nourishment for myself. Just a word of warning for you lot. If you guys start accruing some sort of bounty, you might find a bounty hunter like myself hot on your trails, cowboy.
Well, I'm a pirate, not a cowboy, but I appreciate, I understand the situation here. I'm aware of the whole bounty hunter thing, but for right now, there's no reason why we can't be friends. Hey, what's up with this island anyway? Like, cold, but it's not, and it's
That's
got
what I'm
slush.
trying to figure out myself. But you lot have not answered my question yet. So, what are y'all here for? You just tourists?
Tell you what, considering your, I like the cut of your jib. I'll tell you, but you got to agree to tell me about what you're doing here too, because I don't think that a man such as yourself would just find himself randomly on an island saving people from polar bears.
Yeah, I'm not the saving type. That's correct.
And I don't mean to be improprietous or anything, but given the circumstances, I would say you go first.
A wise one, are we? You a bunch of cocky bastards. Well, I'm a treasure hunter by trade, bounty hunter by hobby. I'm here, you could say, on business. Is that a good enough answer for you?
I think I cut your meaning from that, yes.
So, you lot tourists, or are you here to get in my way?
Ah, damn. How am I going to answer that? I'd say we're all here on business as well, if you catch my meaning.
He puts a hand
and I kind of back away and take a few steps away.
He puts a hand into his jacket pocket and goes,
I take a few steps back from myself.
Right. Yeah. We can cut ourselves a mighty fine deal right now.
But there's no reason this has to end in bloodshed, mind you. You seem to be like a rather
one of the best
person.
Things about an island like this where it's all covered in snow is it's the perfect hiding place for my explosives. So, laid beneath you, y'all, many different kinds of explosives that I specialize in, and I can just set them off at any time and send you sky high. I mean, you already saw the power of one of those little babies, took that polar bear and cleaned up his insides, if you know what I'm saying. So, I'm interested in monetary value. I need coin. I've heard that there is some treasure buried beneath the snow here on this island, but I've been here for about a day. I keep digging and I ain't getting shit. The snow is falling faster than I can dig this snow, so if we can find a way to get to the ground together, and we agree that I get to take all the gold, and you can take whatever else is below, then I find those circumstances agreeable. What do you say?
Not to spoil too much, but we were told slightly different. We were told of, in fact, a treasure on this island, but not the monetary kind. What it is, that's really no concern of yours. I don't see any reason to bring it up. It would be quite worthless to you, I must say. But it's something that me and my men are interested in.
Very mysterious. You know what? I like men like you.
I chuckle.
Put excitement back into life, right? Well, maybe we can be friends temporarily. You got any idea on how to get through this snow? All my explosives and diggings ain't doing shit.
Unfortunately, we do not have. All we have is a simple map to get to this island. We do not know much beyond the topography of such this place is.
Hey, Duros, do you hear that?
Quiet whimper, perhaps, yes.
What do you think we should do? Do you think we should tell the captain or keep it to ourselves?
Well, we don't really have much choice as we're held hostage by his explosive. So, we were gonna have...
Okay. William.
Yes.
Can I talk to you for a second?
Yes, sir. Just mind me 1 minute. My navigator requires a word.
No worries.
So I don't mean to be alarming, but I hear this whimpering sound off in the distance over there. What do you think we should do?
I immediately have like a flashback to the old man for a moment.
He was just breathing heavily.
I just like, yes. What direction would you say it's coming from?
It sounds like it's coming towards the mountain over there to the west.
I suppose we'll play it by ear. To be honest with you, this island doesn't seem the safest. I would rather just get the devil fruit and leave as fast as we can. So thanks for the information. We'll keep that in mind if we have to go near that direction.
Indeed.
What are y'all chatting about over there?
Oh, just basic ship stuff and whatnot. Navigation on how to escape from this island when the time comes. Anyway, speaking of which, where is your ship?
Oh, It's all the way about the other side of the island. I've been roaming about this place for about a day now.
I see. Well, I don't think we're getting any younger, so if we could just figure out a way to... I have this man, Ragnar. He might be able to force his way through these tough terrain here.
Yeah. Maneuvering across the terrain ain't no big of a deal. Any fucking cowboy worth his salt can get through this sort of terrain. I just know that I ain't able to dig it faster than it snows down on me.
I'm pretty good at chopping wood. I don't know about digging, but we could try.
You can try all you want, but I don't think you can dig faster than a stick of dynamite can.
All right.
Perhaps
Well-
if we can stop its source, then we will be able to actually get to the treasure.
I was thinking similar. Is there a place on the island where it looks like the snowfall is heavier than other places?
It does
like
definitely
this?
look heavier towards the mountain.
All right.
I mean,
Okay, so
I don't mean to
if
throw
they-
anybody under the bus, but someone in this little group here just breathed fire a minute ago. Are we not going to talk about that?
I was thinking that as well. Hey, Pearl, would you be interested in lighting this snow on fire?
Hi, on fire? What do you mean, stupid
I
Pearl,
mean,
you shouldn't-
using the fire that you just clearly used that we all saw.
Fucking... I would like to apologize for that, the act. That's, you know...
Okay, you can apologize by helping us out.
I mean, I can try.
All right.
Just don't look, okay?
Very well. By the way, Adam, just no questions. She's a weird person.
Wait a second, I know y'all.
You no, you don't. You shut up. Let me,
Hush, little honey. I ain't a man to spill no secrets. No worries.
I feel like I'm out of the loop here, and I'm the captain of the ship. I should not be out of this loop.
it's nothing.
She
Oh,
starts
fine.
breathing fire on the snow, and it does
Okay.
start to melt. But, like, she will breathe a bit of fire on the snow, and then, like, another whole, like, clump of snow will just sort of fall on top of it in its place. And she just can't melt the snow faster.
All right. At least you tried.
So embarrassing.
All right.
You guys,
Well-
forget that you saw anything. It was a parlor trick.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Okay, so I take it that we have to head toward the mountain then. That looks like the source of all this. And if we could get it to stop snowing, then we can properly dig. Dig equals treasure. You get gold. We get our thing. Everyone's happy.
Sounds like a mighty fine deal. I ain't
All
mad
right,
at that. Lead the way, Captain.
Any supplies or anything we should get from the ship that we might need? Because if we have to climb a mountain, yeah.
Yeah. I was thinking about
I don't even
that
know. I don't
mountain.
even know if we would have any. We don't need.
You can't
Yeah,
even
we don't
see
really
the
have
top of that
anything.
damn mountain. The top of that damn mountain seems to go through the clouds.
Do we have any like we have rope, but I guess we wouldn't have like climbing gear or anything. I guess we wouldn't. All right. Well, we'll just make
Duros,
do.
are you
I guess.
okay? You seem to be bleeding a
A
decent
big
amount.
chunk. You have a big chunk out of you. We can map.
Hey, don't be such babies. You just took
My-
a bullet wound. We
My
Who the fuck
God,
is
we
this
need
guy?
a we
Where'd he come
need a
from?
proper doctor on this crew. Damn it!
Hey, the name's Adam. You know, treasure hunter extraordinaire. Just had a conversation with y'all. Were you paying attention, big boy?
No.
Right. Well, I mean, every crew needs one. Every
Nice to meet you, Adio.
One what? I find that rather offensive for my crewmate.
what you find offensive is your own problem. Let's get going.
All right. So I guess we head off toward a mountain. Yep.
You start walking towards the mountain. Adam still has a hand in his pocket, and the other hand is like on his like cigarette. And as you guys walking, he goes, "So y'all a lot of pirates then? When you start?"
Oh, couple weeks back, we've all had experience in other fields before. For example, I'm not going to tell you what Ragnar gets up to.
Yeah. I hope you understand. I have no personal qualms with no pirates. It's just part of the job. I need to make money somehow, and, collecting all these bounties is the easiest way for me to do it. It also means that, I can profit off using my explosives and it not be criminal.
Yeah.
You keep walking towards the mountain, and as you get closer and closer to the mountain, you do notice that it doesn't really look like a mountain at all. It looks like kneeling down big legs.
Huh.
And as you get closer to this
Giant
mountain,
crying.
the snowfall is getting heavier and heavier, and this sort of crying noise is getting louder and louder.
Are these teeth from a giant, perhaps?
I thought those were a myth.
Yeah. I've never seen one. I like touch the rock and see if it's rock.
It's not rock. That you touch a leg. It's like clothing and
Okay.
and you hear.
Well, okay, this is gonna sound fucked up.
Oh, here we go.
I mean this in the most, like, is there a way, like, in the between the legs? Like, is there a way, like, I'm trying to figure out, like, the way this looks. Like, is there a cave or something we go into or something?
Just get his attention, Captain.
All right. I mean, I don't know what do you want me to do? I can't even see the edge.
Maybe Ragnar could scream at him. He's pretty loud.
You know, honestly, that's not a bad idea. Head for it, Ragnar. Go for it.
Ragnar, scream.
Oh! Mountain woman! Mountain woman! Mountain woman! Mountain woman! Mountain woman! Mountain woman!
All right. That was plan A. Let's see where that gets us.
The crying ceases for a second, and suddenly a huge face appears through the clouds like he's leaning down. It's not a woman. It is a man.
Pathetic.
Tears in his
All right, we're
eyes. Whoa. He's still
my
crying,
goodness.
and as you see the tears fall from his eyes, they freeze up in the cold temperature of the sky and turn into snow as they leave his face and then fall down to the ground.
All right, so I think we found the source to that. Does anyone know how to quell a weeping giant?
Well, I ain't one for personal negotiations, so it's up to you lot. And
Well, I happen to spend some comforting people. I'll give it a crack. Hello,
for it, Doris.
friend.
hello, who are you,
What?
little ants?
Well, I suppose being compared to an ant of someone of your stature is appropriate. We are a friendly people of the sea. How are you?
Are you here to help me?
I suppose in this situation we can help you.
Okay.
Ask it why it's crying.
Only if you stop being a bitch.
Oh gosh. Ragnar just
we should-
blurts that out.
We should not have the harsh language, my friend Ragnar. This troubling giant here needs some help. We must offer it aid.
Sorry, Duros.
It's all right. I enjoy your charisma. My friend, how may we help you? Why are you crying? Perhaps we can help you.
I lost my pet, my little Snookums.
Oh, a pet, you
I
say?
can't find him. Maybe he's. I mean,
this
he's
is
white and he gets lost in the snow easily. And I just got so upset and I couldn't find him. And then I just made more of this white stuff. And then I
Yeah.
can't find him anymore. And
Uh-oh. Well, what is your pet, per se? What does it look like?
he's a cute little bear. Look at him.
Oh,
Friendly little guy. Don't just roll with it. Just roll with it. Just roll with it.
Because I've been searching for him for ages and I can't find him. My vision isn't so good. And I just want him back. Miss him so much. Just want him back.
well, we can certainly help you search for the friend. I think
Yes!
we may have a location.
My merry band of men would love to assist you in this matter.
Yes. I feel like pure shit. I just want him back.
Yeah. Okay.
Does he happen to have a name?
Yeah. I called him Polly.
That's not very
Oh.
creative, but okay.
All right.
All
What do
right.
we do, Captain?
Well,
let's
let's regroup here, and I'm assuming we can whisper, and the giant's not going to hear us. All right, guys. So what are the odds there's another polar bear on this island?
Well, I feel like we could either go look for one, or maybe Duros could try and say we saw it going a different direction off the island.
Oh, that's the idea. My idea was to skin it and dress Duros up in a polar bear outfit. And...
Well, that would probably be
Plan C.
problematic, considering that I would be stuck with the big giant for the rest of my
Also,
day.
already chopped it up quite a bit. And
Oh,
it's-
that's right. We already.
Yes,
we
it's
have
already
it
been quite mutilated.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I'm guessing Ragnar does not know. Like he probably didn't properly skin it like a bear skin rug. It's probably.
I don't
hacked.
even think it's white anymore. Let's
Yeah.
be honest.
Hacked-
Somebody
hacked
did
to
light it on
bits.
fire.
Yeah, it's in
Hacked to
pieces.
bits all over the beach.
All
right.
It took a bite of Duros. I took a bite of it.
All right. Well, we need to get this giant to stop. By the way, a giant. I know, right? Crazy, but we need to get this giant.
You
to
lot
stop
never seen a
crying.
giant before?
Have you?
Oh, of course. I'm an experienced bounty and treasure hunter. I feel like
Alright,
you
well-
lot underestimated me.
Well, I mean, I've only heard about you through tavern conversations, and I was half drunk through most of those. So.
Ah, a drinker.
Yeah.
We gotta get a drink sometime, my man.
Yeah, man,
Maybe
we
I can
gotta
show
do
you
it.
the ways, teach you a little bit about the seas.
I could go
Yeah,
for a drink.
that'd be fun. But right at the moment, we should get our. We could lie to the giant, or I really don't see any other options here. It really doesn't look like we should fight it. It's a giant. I don't feel
Not
comfortable with that.
acceptable here. We cannot kill everything, Captain.
I suggest strongly against fighting this thing.
Yeah,
I've
shit.
seen my fair few giants in action. Even my explosions ain't gonna make a dent on this thing.
Where was that? Where was that place that we just came from?
It was the shore where we docked. All right,
No,
could we?
where we killed that guy.
The old man?
Oh, the old man. That was 3 days ago, Ragnar.
South
Why
of
don't we?
Miller Island.
Why don't we tell the giant that we saw a polar bear on that island?
I like it. I don't know if it'll work though.
Yeah,
Oh,
at
he's
first
swimming
I'm
there in the
okay.
bay.
At first I'm like dumbfounded, but I'm like, wait. If it actually believed us, that would solve our problem.
Feels like a two bird, one stone situation too.
Yeah, we don't have to get stomped, and we don't have to take the blame for killing a precious
man.
pet of a giant. Duros is on the good graces with the giant. You've opened up a dialogue, so
All right.
I don't see why it wouldn't work.
Her friend. Apparently, from what I've been told, your polar bear friend has swam away from this island.
Polly left me, abandoned me.
oh god,
Oh,
not a good idea.
dear. Oh,
Where has he gone?
All right. No, it's okay. He's definitely still on this island somewhere. Don't worry.
Where's he gone?
All right.
I can't swim.
Well, I'm out of ideas, guys. What do we do?
I was told never to leave this island. If Polly's off this island,
who told you to never leave this island, perhaps?
it was a scary man. Very bony man. He had,
Own him.
yeah.
Bony.
He was
Bony.
wearing. He was wearing. He was very small. I had to get very close to him, wearing uniform. Looking. I don't know. We had this weird ability where the bones would come out of his body, and he hurt me really bad. And he said I should never leave this island. And
Okay. Huh. Was he dressing in white and blue garb by any chance?
yeah, that's it.
All right. Yeah, that's what you got right there is the typical green asshole. They're really good at being assholes.
Did you say bony?
Why do you know who it is?
You guys don't. He is just
Well, actually, you know what? Is his name Morrow by any chance?
Marrow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Marrow.
Captain
Okay.
Marrow. He's the strongest marine in this vicinity. Not even I would go up against him. I could see why even this giant is intimidated by him.
We do have a fishing pole, though. I mean,
That's
do
true.
have
I
it,
did
yeah.
notice you guys, and I noticed that armor fella with his 3 fishing hats. Quite stylish, But
Fisherman.
we've gotten used to it at this point, but yeah, they are rather stylish.
hey, if you want a word of advice from me, stay clear of
Yeah.
that guy, Captain Marrow. He's bad news. I've seen his ability with my own 2 eyes.
What can he do?
He can manipulate the bones in his own body. Gruesome thing, I'll tell you. Impaling people. Ripping them apart. And then he washes it down with a glass of milk.
Oh, good lord.
I know, repulsive.
The only other idea I have at the moment for this is, because I really don't want to deal with the bone guy. That doesn't sound like a good idea. The best idea I got right now is if we looked over the island to try to find another polar bear, but I do not know if they are indigenous to this place.
It's all right, Captain. I understand.
Take it away.
All right. Friend, big, large friend. Is there perhaps lots of these poly bears on this island, or is there only one?
It's my Polly. I brought him with me.
Oh,
My
so
pet
there's only
since I
one.
was a little child.
William, I'm getting annoyed here. I say we just fucking kill it.
I really would strongly against that, Ragnar. Normally, I would be for an attack, and if it meant getting treasure at the end of it. But this is kind of out of our league here. And to be honest with you, I have no idea what the hell is even
Perhaps
going on.
we could offer it something else? I don't know. Something to replace our poly?
I'll give
we
it a
have
shot.
anything?
You can ask if it's interested in anything else. I mean, we have lots of boots, but I don't think they're in the right size.
Mr. Giant, is there perhaps anything else that you are interested in?
If you can get me another pet. I am so lonely, and Polly was the only one I had.
Oh, okay. I think I get it now. All right. It's just it's not about the actual bear. It's just it needs companionship. Okay.
Well, we do have fish, I believe. Still, we can.
Yeah, we
perhaps give it to
do have
fish.
a lot of fish, but I'm thinking something bigger though.
Why don't we just put some fish eyes on a boot or something?
Fish and
Okay,
boots.
This is
That
the
That
boot
sounds
fish.
adorable.
Ragnar, you are forever the lighthearted aspect of this team.
Okay, wait, are you making fish boot?
Uh,
The cutest little I've ever seen.
I mean, I don't think it would take offense to it, so if you want to make fish boot, go right ahead.
All right. Pearl still has some of the boots on her. And,
Okay.
And some of the fit, like you guys took fish as provisions. You start putting the fish and boots together. And
There we go.
You now have like 7 or 8 like little fish boot men. And they're now standing there in a
Adorable little
row.
soldiers.
All right, this is going to be a hard sell, but I think we can maybe make this work.
All right, William, you want to go up and do it?
Yeah, all right. Well, we could not find your Polly, gentle giant, but we have found this interesting creature, the one of its kind in all of the Four Blues and the Grand Line, I must say myself. It will provide you with the companionship that you so desire, probably for the rest of time.
The giant, his tears sort of dry up in his eyes, and he looks down at the fish that standing in a row, and goes, I love them. They're little fishy friends with boots. He picks one up and holds it in his hand, and he looks at it and goes, hello, friend. Oh, I'm going to call you Jerry. Oh, and I'm going to call you Barry. He picks up another one.
Hey, that's copyrighted. You can't.
Oh, sorry.
But yeah, that's okay.
And he then has all of his little friends in his hand. And he goes, wow. And he starts to smile.
Okay. I can't.
Honestly, I was joking.
Ragnar, you get literally anything you want. In fact, do you want to be the captain?
Absolutely not, my good man.
All right.
As he stops crying, you can, the snow is slowly starting to melt away as not more snow is being added to it. It's going to take a few hours before it's completely melted, but it's slowly melting away. And the giant looks down at you guys and goes, thank you so much for these new friends. 7
yes.
new friends. That's better than just one.
Keep them close to you, and
I'll make sure they will never get lost.
Oh, yes, absolutely. You have 7, so you should be good now.
Yeah, 7 of them.
Well, we're gonna get going. If you need anything, just holler. Probably won't be hard for you, considering your size and whatnot.
Yeah. Thank you, friends.
Yes.
And
All right, then.
He sits back down and he's like playing with his fishing boots.
I back away slowly, and I'm just like, all right, let's get the shit.
All right, yo. Good job with all that.
Yeah.
Now it's time for my explosives to shine.
Uh-huh.
He walks. You guys walk back over. Atom like opens up his coat, and it's like lined with explosives on the inside. It's like different types of dynamite and bombs and stuff. And he just like grabs one and plants it on the ground, and then steps back a bit. And then you hear like a click from his pocket, and a big explosion happens, and land sprays everywhere and falls into what looks like a tunnel down into the ground. You all look over to the tunnel, and he looks over at all of you and goes, "Well, who wants to go down first?" To be continued.